Hello, everybody! My name is Nixnoctis, and with lots of excitement, we are back with some of the greatest titles of 2021, releasing this month in our list of best PC games of May 2021. Yes, some are long-awaited, very anticipated games, and some are quite surprises. And without wasting any more time, let's explore the list. The first game is Biomutant. Biomutant is a very anticipated, open-world, post-apocalyptic kung fu RPG, starring a mutating animal who can develop DNA quirks such as turtle form, mucus bubble, and so many more weird things. The game packs a unique martial arts-style combat system, allowing you to mix melee, shooting, and mutant ability action, and also learn more of them from masters across the world. The world is set on a plot where a plague is ruining the land and the Tree of Life is bleeding to death. The tribes of this world stand divided, and through your choices in-game, you can unite them or bring them all down. You can change the way you look and play through different mutations. Also, there's plenty of freedom in crafting new weapons like bionic wings, a jump pack, or your personal automaton. This title has been in development since 2015, and we're curious to see how it turns out. The next game on our list is Resident Evil Village. This 8th game of the Resident Evil franchise has already been very popular due to its tall, extremely sexy villain, Lady Dimitrescu. But this village isn't just a game for people who want to make public declarations of horniness. It's a very spooky survival horror game with Ultra HD graphics, intense first-person action, and masterful storytelling. The terror has never felt more realistic and fun. Its timeline is set a few years after the horrifying events of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. The storyline begins with Ethan Winters and his wife Mia living peacefully in a new location, building a new life together, but tragedy befalls them once again. Players will assume the role of Ethan Winters and experience very up-close battles and terrifying pursuit through a first-person camera. A host of adversaries from the village will hunt Ethan and hinder his every move as he attempts to make sense of this new nightmare. It also has Chris Redfield shrouded in some sinister motives. Simply, one of the greatest games of this year. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna be waiting for the lady to choke me in the corner. The next game on our list is Deathloop. This is an action FPS adventure game from Arcane, the pair of studios known for Dishonored and Prey. It's about dueling assassins caught in a time loop on the island of Blackreef, doomed to repeat the same day for eternity, which sounds like a pretty cool premise. You mainly play as Colt, whose only chance for escape is to end the cycle by assassinating 8 key targets before the day resets, which is not that easy, and to succeed you need to learn from each cycle. Try new paths, gather intel, and find new weapons and abilities, doing whatever it takes to break the loop. It has big-time multiplayer features in it, which makes a second player playing as rival character Juliana, whose sole task is to hunt Colt before he completes his targets. The multiplayer experience is completely optional, and players can choose to have Juliana controlled by an AI within their campaign to play solo. The next game is Subnautica Below Zero. This open-world survival adventure game follows up its predecessor Subnautica, but instead of water, this time, it's really cold, so there's ice. You dive into a freezing underwater adventure on an alien planet. It is set 2 years after the original Subnautica, where the player returns to planet 4546b to uncover the truth behind a deadly cover-up. Your task is to survive by building habitats, crafting tools, and unfolding the secrets, diving deeper into the world of Subnautica. The expedition is in an Arctic region of planet 4546b, where you explore uncharted biomes, mammoth crystals of the crystal caverns, snow-covered peaks, and caves of glacial basin. You can also construct habitats and vehicles to aid you in research alien life forms to unlock more stuff. Basically, it's a survival game in its best. The next game we have is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Yeah, you heard right. It's the original BioWare sci-fi RPG trilogy Mass Effect Remastered. The Mass Effect Legendary Edition includes single-player base content and over 40 DLC from the highly acclaimed Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3 games, including promo weapons, armors, and packs. Also, this remastered version is optimized for 4K Ultra HD. You can now relive the legend of Commander Shepard again in this massive hit of a previous decade. This version has big-time visual improvements on all 3 games, including enhanced models, shaders, effects, lighting, and depth of field, plus full-resolution audio. For noobs who don't know, player choices seamlessly travel from one game to the next. Each decision you make will control the outcome of every mission, every relationship, every battle, and even the fate of the galaxy itself. And for the next game on our list, we have Knockout City. Knockout City is an action-adventure multiplayer sports game based on dodgeball, where teams can huck rubber balls at each other. It's decently fun, as players team up and duke it out with rival crews in Knockout City, where epic dodgeball battles settle the score in multiplayer matches. You can throw, catch, pass, dodge, and tackle your way to dodgeball victory over the other team. You can customize your character and form a crew with friends to start your Knockout City takeover. You can play in 3v3, 4v4, or free-for-all matches. The fun lies in knocking out opponents with trick shots and coordinated teamwork while dodging and catching balls flying across the map. A variety of stuff like ball types, locations, and game modes keep it exciting. Also, each season introduces new maps, ball types, rewards, events, and challenges. The next game on our list is Huntdown. Huntdown is an action indie side-scroller set in cyberpunk-styled, gang-ruled city of the future. This is a 2D arcade shooter with 2-player local co-op built in. You are a bounty hunter whose quest it is to lay waste to the criminals of the underworld in this action comedy shooter. In 2-player local co-op, your partner can give suppressive fire, or you can advance on the enemy together as you run, jump, and take cover, and shoot all the way to the bounties. The world is hand-painted in 16-bit pixel art graphics and animations, combined with fluid 60 FPS gameplay and a fitting soundtrack. The game has 20 levels. You can also confiscate machine guns, laser weapons, katanas, grenades, and more, and turn them on their owners. Player teams stab, shoot, and explode your way through swaths of gangs and bosses, and collect your bounty. It's a great experience, especially if you're playing co-op. The next game on our list is Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. Hood is an action RPG multiplayer heist game set in a violent medieval world where ancient mysticism competes with man-made power and corruption. In this violent medieval world, you outplay rival gangs in intense player versus environment multiplayer heist, while moving in stealth to steal treasures unseen or dominating through loud and brutal combat. Your goal is to escape with hard-earned riches. 2 teams of 4 players compete to execute the perfect heist in medieval environments patrolled by deadly AI guards. With some cool skills and abilities for each character, moving in stealth to steal treasures unseen is just as challenging as dominating through combat is. Your claimed loot enables you to invest in perks, weapons, and bold new looks to further explore the game. The next game on the list is Of Bird and Cage. This is a story-driven game about a drug-addicted woman escaping her captor. It's a symphonic metal album as well as an interactive game. Also, it's partially based on Beauty and the Beast, apparently. It's more like enjoying a metal album through a 2-hour-long story-driven game. Play music in a brand new way. The game boasts that it's the first of its kind story-driven music game. You play as Geta Barbat, a 25-year-old drug addict who tries to escape the physical and mental prison of her captor. You need to make quick choices that will have dire consequences, and watch how your actions reveal new paths while struggling to keep your sanity. Overall, it's a choice-driven, semi-puzzle music album-like game. One thing that is certain is that it's a pretty fresh experience on a dark reality through single-player, first-person puzzlers. And the last game on our list is Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remastered. This is an HD remaster of classic party-based JRPG title Shin Megami Tensei 3. It's been given remastered 3D models and backgrounds, English and Japanese voiceovers, and new features for this release. In the storyline, a normal day in Tokyo turns out to be a nightmare when the ethereal apocalypse is invoked and the world is plunged into chaos. For the newbies out there, Unlike me, Shin Megami Tensei 3, Nocturne, originally debuted in Japan in 2003. Also, in this remaster, you can save anywhere, choose additional difficulties, and get Steam achievements. In gameplay, combat isn't just about beating up the opposing monsters, demons, or other enemies. It's more about recruiting allies efficiently for surviving the harsh world. A big part of the fun in this game is watching as new characters are introduced in unexpected ways, impacting the story later on. This one was a big game in my childhood. I spent a lot of time playing this, so definitely check it out. And that wraps up our top 10 list for this month. Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Did you like the video? Don't forget to subscribe to us to see more videos like this in the future. See you next time!